Welcome, candidates, to the study of the subject Leadership and Management. The topic is Leadership and Strategic Change. In our today's session, we will study the theories of change. Theories of change. In some literature, they are known as models of change. Theories of change. Now, candidates, theory of change is essentially a comprehensive description and illustration of how and why a desired change is expected to happen in a particular context. And the theories of change or the models of change help navigate the complexities of social change, because we all know that human beings are creatures of habit, and initiating change can sometimes be complex. Employees may resist change. So therefore, in our today's session, we're going to study the various models or theories of change. There are various models or theories of change. The first one is known as, number one, Kottler. Kottler's, we can call it Kottler's change management model or theory. Change management theory, let me call it change management model or theory. The second theory that we will study is known as McKinsey 7S change management model. The third one is Adkar change management theory. Number four is the Kubler-Ross change management model. Then the last one we study will be the Lewin's change management model. There are many, but we will single out the 5 theories of change. Number one is Kottler's change management model. Number 2 is McKinsey's 7S change management model. Number 3, Adkar change management model. Number 4, Kubler-Ross change management model. Then number 5, Lewin's change management model. So candidates will study the theories one at a time. In our today's session, I want us to concentrate our attention on the first one, which is Kottler's change management model. So candidates, by the end of this learning session, you should be able to discuss the various steps in the Kottler's change management model. That is our today's lesson objective. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to discuss the stages in the Kottler's change management model. All right? So candidates, Kottler's change management model or theory is one of the most popular and adopted theories of change. And it is a bit easy, it is an easy model to follow and incorporate. Why? Because it focuses on preparing employees for change rather than implementing change itself. So here candidates, the focus on employee experience and proper workplace communication is one of the reasons why it is one of the most commonly used change management model. And there are, Kottler introduced 8-step change process in his book that he wrote in 1995, known as Leading Change. The book is known as Leading Change, and in that book, Kottler introduced 8 steps in the change management model. In our today's session, we are going to study the steps. The first step in the Kottler's change management theory is known as establishing a sense of urgency. When introducing change, Kottler was of the view that the management should establish a sense of urgency, introducing or establishing a sense of urgency. And this involves identifying and discussing crisis or potential crisis, or discussing opportunities, and so on. So creating a sense of urgency among the employees before the change is introduced. So the first thing is to establish a sense of urgency. Now, the second step in the Kottler's change management model is creating the guiding coalition. Creating guiding coalition. Creating a guiding coalition. This involves putting together a group with enough power to lead the change and getting the group to work together like a team, creating a coalition. First of all, establish a sense of urgency, then put together a team, put together a coalition that will help initiate and take charge of the change process. Number 3, developing a vision and a strategy. Step number 3, developing a vision and a strategy. This involves creating a vision to help direct the change effort and developing strategies for achieving that vision. A vision is a roadmap. A vision is a picture of what the organization intends to achieve in the future. The third step involves developing a vision which will help to direct the change effort, and based on the vision, strategy is also developed that will help achieve the vision. So a vision is like a dream, what is intended to be achieved in the future. That is a very important step in this model. You develop a vision, then based on this vision, the strategy is crafted that will help to achieve the vision. That is step number 3. Then step number 4 is communicating the vision. Communicating the vision. Number 3. Number 4, communicating the vision. Candidates, development of a vision, that's the role of the top level management. They sit down, they develop a vision, they decide what will be the direction of the company. That is done in a boardroom. So it is written down. The vision is written down together with the strategy. Okay? That is the role of the top management. When that is done, candidates, then it's important that this vision is communicated to the rest of the team, because it is the team that will be charged with the responsibility of implementing the vision. And that involves using every vehicle possible to constantly communicate the new vision and strategy, and having the guiding coalition, the guiding team, all right, to have a role model of the behavior expected by the employees. Communicate the vision constantly, because the team and the rest of the company members may not know what the organization wants to achieve. So there has to be proper communication of the vision to the rest of the team. Then step number 5 is empowering. Empowering broad-based action. All right? And that involves getting rid of obstacles, changing systems, changing structures that undermine the change vision. And it may also involve encouraging risk-taking and non-traditional ideas, including activities and actions. Empowering broad-based action. Empowering broad-based action. After communicating the vision, then there has to be empowerment. There has to be efforts that go a long way in getting rid of obstacles. There has to be actions that help to eradicate or to change systems, to change structures, so that the vision is implemented. And that may include encouraging risk-taking and so on. Step number 5. Now, step number 6 in the Kottler's change management model is generating short-term wins. Generating short-term wins. Generating short-term wins. Generating short-term wins. And what does that involve? That involves planning for visible improvements in performance or wins. That involves creating those wins and visibly recognizing. And it may also involve rewarding people who made the wins possible. Because remember, candidates, this is a vision. The company is set out to initiate changes, and we know vision, the implementation of a vision or a strategy is a long-term process. The actualization of this vision may take a long period of time, 10 years, 15 years. That's why, candidates, is important that the company or the team that is charged with the change process generates short-term wins. It can be monthly, it can be after 2 months or after 6 months. There has to be some visible wins, all right? Visible improvements. And the employees who help in coming up with the improvements, the employees who help in creating those wins should be rewarded. Why? Because that creates motivation. That creates motivation to soldier on. That brings in the element of motivation. for those who are rewarded and those who are not. All right? Rewards. All right? Human beings are motivated by rewards. So there should be a system of rewarding those who help in short-term gains or wins. That is step number 5. Number 6, generating short-term wins. Generating short-term wins. Then number 7, consolidating gains. Consolidating gains. Consolidating gains and producing more change. Consolidating gains and producing more gains. And that involves candidates using increased credibility to change all systems, all structures, and policies that do not fit together and also do not fit in the transformation vision. It may also involve promoting and developing people who can implement the change vision, and it may also involve reinvigorating the process with the new projects, with the new themes, and also change agents. Consolidating gains. It's a very important step in Kottler's change management model. Then the last step in the Kottler's change management model is anchoring new approaches in the culture. Anchoring new approaches in the culture. Anchoring new approaches in the culture. We know, candidates, culture is the way things are done, the way we do it here, all right? Culture, the way of life. Every organization has what we call an organizational culture. So the last step in the Kottler's change management model is anchoring new approaches in the culture, and that involves creating better performance through customer and product-oriented behavior. It may also include more and better leadership, as well as effective management. It may include articulating the connections between new behaviors and organizational success, and developing means to ensure that leadership, development, and succession takes place. So anchoring new approaches in the culture, because if change is to be successful, then employees have to change the way things are done. Okay? The culture has to change because of the new vision, the new strategies, the new structures, the new vision, and so on. So these are 8 steps in Kottler's change management model. The first one is establishing a sense of urgency. The second one is creating guiding coalition. The third step is developing a vision and a strategy. Number 4, communicating the vision. Number 5, empowering broad-based action. Number 6, generating short-term wins. Number 7, consolidating gains and producing more change. Then lastly, anchoring new approaches in the culture. So that brings the lesson to an end, where we remember at the beginning I said that we are beginning the study of the theories of change, and I listed 5 theories of change. We began by discussing the first theory of change, which is also known as change management model. Is a theory, or you can call it a model, and we've discussed the various steps or stages in the Kottler's change management model. Now, before we take a break, I'm going to give you one assignment. Discuss the 8 steps in Kottler's change management model. Candidates, when answering this question, ensure that you do not directly refer to the notes. Go through the video one more time, 2 times, then close the video and your notes. Take a blank paper. Try and see if you can recall the 8 steps in Kottler's change management model. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.